talking about upsells. There are different kinds of upsells. Also, sometimes people call it cross-sells. There are also things like downsells. And the more advanced these online shopping, online sales tools like Shopify, like ClickFunnels, like Samcart, Thrivecart, Copecart might get, the more things are more optimized for higher average order values, better sales psychology, overall just more revenue per customer. And so upsells, if I want to have a look at it here, the two different kinds of upsells that there are basically upsells on the very first transaction, which sometimes are a bit considered as shady by some marketers, especially if you go into a funnel and you watch the webinar or you watch the video and you like the product, and now you bought something for 9 or 19 euros, you wanted to test it out, and now there's a series of steps that you go through where you basically don't land on really nice thank you pages that welcome you into the brand, but you actually get pitched more higher priced products. And you might get pitched and sold of these products in a way that is very, very pressuring, very high scarcity, high time commitment, and you might just opted in to buy a 19 euro ebook, and now the next page is trying to sell you on a 259 euro course. And depending on if you buy it or not, and actually you could just accept it with only one click. So you make one click and it immediately adds that 250 euro order to the 19 euro order you just made. And sometimes people accidentally click on a button and they already there's the order already happening with your credit card or with your PayPal account. So it's pretty crazy how advanced these sales tools have become. And you have to be very careful by not burning your customer trust. They just went for it and trusted you on buying a product. And now you're trying to upsell them and cross-sell them on even more stuff. The way you do it is you have to be very careful with it. For example, with airlines, everyone pretty much knows that if you buy a plane ticket to a new country, on the thank you page, you might get some referrals or some information about where to get your car, where to get your accommodation, your house, your hotel, and it makes sense. And you're not pressured into doing and buying something else. It's like more like a help for the customer, where they are reminded of, by the way, if you land there, how do you get from the airport to your hotel? Do you already have the bus ticket, the taxi ticket? Do you have a hotel room already? Do you maybe even need a city guide to show you all the good places, locations? And so there it makes a lot of sense, and no one is pressured. And as long as no one is pressured, I think this would definitely not hurt any brand impression there. But the way some direct response internet marketers do it, it just gets very, very shady. And especially if they sell products and they promise on benefits and transformations that just are not delivered by the products, these marketers hurt their brand and they just limit their growth potential, because they basically can only sell to and close very naive, very, I would say, low intelligence people, because the more higher intelligence people will just see through all these illusions of fake timer, fake countdown, fake testimonials popping up, fake price dynamics. So you limit yourself very much if you do this. And the goal should always be to create a high quality, trusted brand that actually does what it says. They actually follow through on the transformation. They actually make the transformation happen that they promise. and they don't need any shady one-time offers, thank you pages, stacking upsell after upsell on the first transaction. If I know I have a good product, and if I can be patient for the customer to experience the first aha moment, so that he is also convinced the way I am convinced of the quality of my product. And I don't need to sell him all my inventory on the first order. I can wait a week, 2 weeks, a month, and build up a relationship through WhatsApp marketing, through phone, through personal relationship, through a group, through email marketing, through really friendly retargeting, brand awareness. And I sell this stuff to him over time. So this would be the second form of upsells, which are upsells that are not on the first transaction. They are actual new purchases, where, for example, for the first 30 days, the customer paid 30 euros to test it, to figure it out, or they bought a first product, or they bought a first mini course, or a first entry-level version of my product, the small version of my e-commerce product, or like the test out your favorite flavor entry-level kit into my food brand. And they test it out, they make the aha moment, and then they make this decision of, that is really nice. I like the brand, I like the product, it helped me a lot. I want to buy more. I want to ascend the value ladder. I want to buy higher price products with this brand because I just like the way they helped me already with my first purchase. So they come back because they click on an ad again, they click on an email again, they just put your brand name into Google search or into the URL subject line, and they just come to your shop or your website or your landing page again, and they buy the next product. And that would be a longer term upsell, which drives the same CLTV increase like all the other upsells. The only difference is that you might need more time between the first order and the second order. But by having this patience, by having this like drawn out, fully pre-planned customer journey, this will help you a lot by being more sustainable, more long-term thinking, letting people this patience and this human friendliness that I talked about in the perfect brand checklist, actually, that you want to do good to humans and to help them in a really nice and meaningful way. So these are the different kinds of upsells, depending on your product, depending on your break-even metrics and how you want to scale and all your financials. You can plan out things differently. Depending on your brand values, you can do lots of different stuff there. And again, in the sales funnel strategy courses, we would go much deeper into how and where you put these upsells. What would you put as an order bump? What would you put as a thank you page upsell? How many one-click thank you page upsells can you do? Do you want to do downsells? Do you want to, how basically is your whole product design and sales funnel design crafted?